A cheery night at historic Hicks Field. The Edenton Steamers playing host to the Fuquay-Varina Twins in the final non-PCL East Division game of the season. It's an intra-division game between these two opponents. They've met once before, just 2 weeks ago at Fuquay-Varina, with the Steamers beating the Twins 11-6. Tonight, both sides second in their respective divisions in the Premier Collegiate League, and just getting themselves tuned up before the push towards the postseason and the end of this regular season. There's a lot to delve into there with the postseason race. We're going to get through that all tonight. For the next few hours, it's a pair of teams trying to get themselves ready for that. Adam Fine, I'm Ray Dunn. We'll be with you through this entire game. And Adam, this Steamers team coming off another tough one against the Wilmington Sharks.
Yeah, they ran into some pretty good pitching. The Sharks knew what they were doing with those guys on the mound. Alba was sensational, and they couldn't quite manufacture the runs that the Wilmington Sharks were able to. And that led to the loss.
Yes, absolutely. That tough go of it, Aaron Copeland, the solo home run, was the only source of offense for the Steamers last night. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the latter half of the game in terms of the Sharks' bats. Now, looking at this divisional race for the Steamers, because that's where the focus is going to shift after this game, it's 5 more against the division, and that's all she wrote for the season in terms of the regular season. 3 of them against the Greenbrier Knights, including tomorrow night, 2 against the Tarboro River Bandits. The Steamers currently sitting 2.5 back. Tarborough's magic number is 3. So quite a bit of ground to make up with only 5 games to go. You're looking at nearly winning out or winning 4 of 5. Where do you think this team is at right now in terms of mentally as they prepare for that stretch?
They're definitely in a good spot. The Steamers are not the type of team to dwell over losses to the Wilmington Sharks, and they pick their mini victories in those sorts of games, especially Aaron Copeland being one of those guys with a great game. And if he's going to get hot, the team's going to rally more around him as well, and they should be good heading into Tarboro and Greenbrier.
Well, that's coming down the pipe. As for tonight, this is what we're looking for in terms of a pitching matchup for the Steamers. They're trying out right-hander Daniel Willey, the opening night starter. Been one of the more consistent pitchers, an all-star himself. He'll be pitching in the second inning of the all-star game. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
Well, like I always say, he's going to look to attack and work with pace on the mound. He's very quick, works very quick, and is going to establish that fastball likewise and look to dominate tonight.
For the season, Willie 1-1, a 3.81 ERA. He started 5 games, 26 innings pitched. He struck out 33 batters in that time. Now, on the other end, for this Fuquay-Varina Twins roster, it's going to be Alec Woodard, the left-hander, on the mound from Western Carolina. And from what we know, not a lot this season in terms of the spring he pitched. He's pitched obviously quite a bit this year for the Twins. Tell me a little bit about his spring.
Well, his spring, he only did not see much time at Western Carolina, only 1 1/3 of innings, but 4 innings here for the Fuquay-Varina Twins. However, so it's not going to be like a typical Tarboro matchup where you know what you're getting from their pitcher. So the Steamers are going to have to make do with not knowing much and just looking to find barrels that way.
Absolutely right, Adam. It's always interesting when these teams line up cross division, trying to see what the matchups will look like and trying to project what exactly you are going to get from the matchup. Let's take a quick look at the lineups as you see Bill Hauser and Marshall McDonald meeting with the umpires, starting with the Twins. Malik Stevens is in center field and batting first for the Twins. Jordan Montgomery at third base, batting second. Corbin Lenowitz, the second baseman, batting third. Xander Hamilton in right field, batting fourth. Nate Stokeham. And we know a little bit about the Stokeham family here in Edenton.
Yeah, he's got some ties to an Edenton legend himself, Ray Stokeham, a relief pitcher for the Clams last year. And Nate's going to look to carry on his older brother's legacy and put a dent into a baseball tonight.
Stokeham, the first baseman for the Twins, batting fifth. Jordan Daphne, designated hitter, batting sixth. Burton Han is the left fielder, batting seventh. Alex Mbasimo, the catcher, batting eighth. And Cole Kumpf, the shortstop, batting ninth. As for your Steamers, Batting first, who else but Chase Bruno? He's at shortstop tonight. Hunter Cole, the right fielder, batting second. Case Kerma, the designated hitter, batting third. You've gotten used to that as your 1, 2, 3. Batting fourth, batting cleanup, it's the left fielder, Jacob Bisharat.
Well, contrary to stuff that we're used to, Bisharat in left field has been doing a lot at first base, at third base, at catcher. Now we'll see him defensively. And so we'll see how he fares in the outfield.
He's got a lot to offer, Bishrod. The late addition to this roster has shown a lot in the field in a lot of different places. You're absolutely right, Adam. Batting fifth, it's Aaron Copeland, and he's shown quite a bit in a lot of places on the field, too.
Yeah, I could talk about Aaron Copeland all day. Big home run against a very solid pitcher for the Sharks, and then followed that up. Got a curveball and hit it in the gap for a double, so he's starting to really see the ball well.
Aaron Copeland hitting .296 since July 7th. Brantley Cutler, the sixth hitter in center field. Casey Hare, the third baseman, batting seventh. Alan Brown, the catcher, batting eighth. Jacob Mustaine, the first baseman, batting ninth. And that is your lineup for the Steamers. Well, Adam, we've got a good night of baseball ahead of us.
Christmas in July, Ray. Ho, ho, ho.
A holiday spirit. I know I was all dressed up. You had a hat on. We had a good time in the pregame. But now it's time for us to get to the actual game. We'll get the anthem in just a few moments. Then first pitch as the Steamers play host to the Fuquay-Varina Twins here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome into historic Hicksfield, the Edenton Steamers and Fuquay-Varina Twins at it tonight in a Premier Collegiate League intra-divisional matchup. Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn, here to bring you all the action. Daniel Willie taking the bump tonight, and we talked about him in the open. He's just been one of the most consistent guys on this team.
Yeah, 100% Daniel Willie, most innings in the team, all-star. He knows what he's doing. He's played for Marshall McDonald before. He is no stranger to the home game as well. So another day at the office for Daniel Willie.
Another day at the office for sure. He is the first pitch coming right now, and that's in there for a strike 0-1. For Willie, the Steamers have won each of his last 3 league starts. Tries to bend one in there, missing 1-1.
Yeah, he's been strong. Definitely, he's done a good job at home this season.
2-1 now, and for Willie, he's coming off of a strong spring. 5-3 with a 4.62 ERA for Montreat College. His 2-1 is fouled, 2-2. Malik Stevens, the center fielder, leading us off here. First time the Twins ever have made a trip to historic Hicksfield. 2-2, ground ball foul, third base side.
I remember my first time at historic Hicksfield, Ray. Oh, 1 year ago, you know. Good
Yeah.
time.
I was going to say mine was about 2 months ago.
Ah.
Willie's 2-2. Now that one off the glove of Brown, and Stevens keeps himself alive.
It's the only time that the Twins will head to Edenton this summer. So they'll look to make the most of it. Steamers only one trip to Fuquay-Varina, excuse me.
Yes, the 2 games against the West opponents. This one line foul down the third base line once again. You only get 2 matchups with the other divisional opponents. Steamers didn't get to see the Pirates this summer, but 2 against the Fungo, a pair of wins. 2 against the Twins, 1-0 right now. 2-2. This one down the left field line and foul again.
Oh, man, a lot of foul balls already.
The one thing you can say about these 2 teams matching up is that there is always a chance for a third in the championship game.
Ah, kind of like how that works. You can see Bisharat playing literally on the line pretty much, kind of like what Donald Hansis was doing last night for the Sharks.
2-2, a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there's 1 away.
Well, when Stevens is pulling everything down the left field line, you're Willie, what you got to do? Slide her away, and that was a smart pitch and led to an out.
I'll bring up Jordan Montgomery, the third baseman. Willie's pitch, bouncing in there, 1-0. Willie up near the team leader in strikeouts. It's an ever-evolving leaderboard. The top guys, Aiden Kuehl leading the way with 38. Have Cole Bates with 33. Willie came in the night with 33. He's now at 34, so he'll be in second place. Clark Dearman, fourth with 32, and that's like your top 4 there. When you're talking strikeouts, you talk about them with this Steamers team.
Yeah, Aiden Kuehl has found it when it comes to the strikeout. Really good mix type pitcher. Willie, another one of those guys.
Swing and a miss there, 2-2.
I'll tell you what, Daniel Willie's on pace so far to take over Aiden Kuehl for that top spot.
Count goes full here, and you'd imagine if he has a good couple of innings, because the plan not to pitch him a ton tonight, and usually he's one that can eat up 5 or 6, more like 4. This liner caught by Bruno, making the sliding grab. 2 down.
Nice play by Bruno. Never a doubt over there. Even when you got the Santa Claus hat on, it doesn't matter. I would think that thing gets in my face a little bit during the game, but not the case for Bruno right there. I would be a little nervous, though.
I would be too. The entire infield going with the Santa hats. You got 2 outfielders with it.
Yeah, the only player without Ray is Hunter Cole out in right. He might be too cool for that. Because obviously as a pitcher, Danny Willie, you're not going to.
Right.
And as a catcher, you physically cannot. So I think Hunter Cole's the only one that may be too cool for the Santa Claus hat. We'll have to ask
Hunter
him.
Cole, a bit of a Scrooge?
Perhaps.
Wow, that's the first negative thing I think we've ever said about Hunter Cole.
That's what I'm saying. We'll have to talk to him after the game. We'll check.
Willie quickly ahead 0-2 on Corbin Lenois. This one lined foul. First base side. You're going to see at some point on your screen our director of promotions, Nick Neistat, come across your screen with elf outfit on. This one lined over towards Bruno, jumping to try and make the play, gets over his glove and into center field. Brantley Cutler over to get it. And a 2-out base runner for the Twins.
Well, a good swing there, and Chase Bruno loses the Santa Claus hat a little bit on that jump. I'm not sure that's obstructed his ability to make the play. I think that ball was just a tad over his head, but that's, I guess, food for thought for later.
Xander Hamilton, the right fielder. First pitch to him. Upstairs, 1-0. Bruno with a nice grab to get the second out of the inning. His family's in town. Very nice group of people. We got to talk last night. Big fans of watching from home. They've enjoyed, which we always love to hear. It's always nice to get that feedback. And
Mrs. Bruno was bribing me, saying, hey, I'll give you some funny pictures and some dirt on Bruno, what he was like as a kid. And I said, we'll protect Chase Bruno. He's been hitting the ball over the fence. So, he deserves the right to have all that information to himself.
Yeah. Willie behind 3-0. It's pitch. Catching the zone, 3-1. A swing and a miss, 3-2. Xander Hamilton, you're going to see him in the Home Run Derby on Friday night at Tarboro. 5:30 start for that. The All-Star festivities all in one day. Home Run Derby at 5:30. All-Star game at 7:30. Xander versus Josh Pernetti. 3-2 fouled off in the first round of the bracket.
That's going to be exciting, Ray. Home Run Derby.
There's a number of players I'm excited to see that. Jose Cazorla's in the Home Run Derby. We've seen the power that he's got, so I'm very excited for that. Xander looks like if he catches one, he can send it a long way. Case Kermode, another steamer in that. So there's gonna be quite the town. Another 3-2 pitch. He offers it that one. He is struck out. So the Twins put a man on, a 2-out base hit, leave him there. 1 hit, no runs, 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Steamers getting their first chance to bat on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the first inning here at Historic Kicks. And if you look at your screen, you can see Brett Folk making his way back down the first baseline in a Santa hat. Good to have him out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough one last night. He had another ejection, but he shakes the hand of the umpire there. I think we're going to move on. And, you know, time heals all wounds, Ray. So we're excited to see Brett Folk back out there.
Alec Woodard on the mound. Chase Bruno swinging at the first pitch, sending this one to right field. And catch made. A little bit of an interesting route taken, but as long as the ball results in the glove, that gets the job done.
Yeah, ball had some carry. Hamilton had to take a step in and then revert course and head a little more back. Bruno's got a little sneaky pop. And then what's new? Bruno, first pitch swinging, as he always does. Finds a barrel, just not quite hitting it where they ain't.
I'll bring up Hunter Cole. Warriors' first pitch to him, in there for a strike. Cole hitting .337, a .443 average. That one bouncing in 1-1.
Cole also, we talked about it when he was up here in the booth. First pitch off speed. I told him, you know, you've been seeing a lot of that. You're going to continue to get a lot of that. And what's his approach and all that type of stuff. And he said he would be willing to swing at those type of things, but not always. And we could see in this at-bat against Woodard, he got the first pitch slider in the zone, but Hunter Cole said, I'll wait for a heater later in the at-bat.
Found the 2-1 off 2-2.
Well, there was the heater, just a tad up and in. Cole couldn't get the bat around quite quick enough.
Some oohs and ahs from the crowd as Santa Claus has made his way behind the backstop. One up and in to Hunter Cole.
Hunter Cole blasted one. We just missed it on the stream when the stream cut out when we were at Fuquay-Varina, but Hunter Cole hit that one, which would hit the bleachers out there near the football field.
3-2 misses, ball 4. Hunter Cole, a 1-out walk, and the Steamers have a base runner. Yeah, the Steamer faithful have been robbed of a couple of good looks at Hunter Cole home runs. Peninsula, Fuquay-Varina. Someone that's put on a show for them this season at home is Case Grimaud.
Yes, Steamer fans are definitely feel like Hunter Cole has not hit one in a very, very long time, which for his standards, kind of true. However, they missed his last two. Peninsula, the most exciting one, and then Fuquay might have been the farthest one.
And that was a no-doubter.
It just sounds different off the bat of Hunter Cole. You can just tell. You don't even have to look. You can just listen, and it's just a different crack of the bat.
So Kermode, Cole moving down towards second base. The throw down is in time to get him. There are 2 away.
Not the best jump, and he knew it. And a good throw as well. It's one of those instances where you just tip your cap. Impassionato, catcher from Jacksonville, put that one on the money.
2-1 upstairs, 3-1. That hasn't happened many times. Hunter Cole, 14 stolen bases this summer. Not used to being on that end of it. Case Kermode going to walk.
Well, Woodard not really finding the zone, and this was the story for the Steamers against the Twins the last time they played. A lot of walks, and that just led to hits and runs, and that type of stuff is contagious. And if this can continue tonight, even with Hunter Cole being thrown out at second, if you don't get runs this inning, the future of this game is definitely bright for the Clams.
It's Jacob Bishrot. He's swinging. That one fielded over at third. The throw to first in time to get him, and that will do it for the inning. So a pair of walks allowed in the inning, but only one left for the Steamers. We head to the second inning here at Historic Kicks Field. Steamers and Twins not up at 0 on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the second inning coming up here at historic Hicks Field. It'll be 5, 6, 7 in the Twins order. Before we get there, do you have a slow computer, broken cell phone? Get personal professional help at Edenton IT, located at 203 South Broad Street, right here in downtown Edenton for all your computer and cell phone repair needs. Again, that's Edenton IT at 203 South Broad Street in downtown Edenton. It'll be Nate Stokeham, the first baseman, leading things off for the Twins. And Willie's first pitch enters the back door, 0-1.
And here we go. Nate Stokeham, brother to Ray Stokeham.
Quickly 0-2.
And for those who forget, or I just like talking about it, so I'm just going to mention, Ray Stokeham, phenomenal last year, bullpen arm, dog mentality, as they say on the mound, hard thrower out of Lenore Ryan.
Stokeham flying this one into shallow right center. Hunter Cole coming on to make the grab, and there is one away.
No Santa hat, no problem. Hunter Cole making the play. Always tough with that sun kind of hanging out behind the third base dugout, and that's right in the line of Hunter Cole.
Jordan Daphne coming up to bat for the first time and fouls this one back.
And Daphne, another home run derby participant. So we got a lot of home run derby participants in tonight's game. I don't know if they did that on purpose to have it on display 2 nights before the derby.
Ground over to shortstop Bruno, fielding cleanly. The throw to first in time, and there are 2 away.
Bruno seemed to almost slip there, but that guy's got good balance, staying on his feet. All about Bruno tonight.
Well, his family's in town. It was like when Casey Hare's family was in town.
Works.
It just somehow the game just comes to you more naturally. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe then when my dad comes to town, I'll just be an amazing broadcaster. I'll just say I'll have great vocabulary, good jokes. Maybe that's how it works.
I think that's how it works. The 1-0 flown down the left field line. Bischoff giving chase towards bullpen. That one is going to go out of play as Burton Hand, the left fielder, getting his first chance. Willie's 1-1. Low and in.
Willie so far, pretty good feel for the curveball. We've seen it for strikes on the back door and the front door. Just misses that one, but he's shown a good feel for it so far.
2-1, low and in, 3-1, and maybe a similar blueprint to that first thing where you got 2 outs and not allowed a base runner. He's down 3-1 in the count, and this pitch taken to left field on just going foul, 3-2.
Loud strike 2 right there. That ball was smoked. You could hear a hush in the crowd. But Willie will get to try it again.
His full count offering is fouled. First base side Mustang giving a look to it, and it's going to land on top of the concession stands and bounce into the road. Check on Britton over there, make sure he's doing all right.
We have to make sure he's okay, because if so, we're going to starve to death up here in the booth.
Yeah, 3-2 in there, a call, third strike, 1, 2, 3, go the Twins. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second inning here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel with the game knotted up at 0. Bottom of the second inning coming up here at historic Kicks Field. Before we get back to baseball, the new 2021 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Kicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. 5, 6, 7 in the Steamers order coming up. The Aaron Copeland, Brantley Cutler, and Casey Hare getting a chance to bat. We teased just how well Copeland has been playing as of late in the Open. What do you think has really changed for him over the last couple of weeks?
I think definitely approach. He stopped swinging at pitches that were out of the zone. That was a big thing for him early on in the season. And he just stick to what he did really well last summer and just hunt the fastball and don't try and do too much. Stay within yourself, stay in your zone. And he's settled down in that sense and been hitting the ball really well. He's also got a really high IQ, and he's utilizing that more to his advantage now. We can see that in his second at-bat after going yard. You know you're getting a curveball. You know you're getting some form of off speed. And he knew it, sat it, hit it. And that's been the difference so far.
Well, it's a team that hasn't seen him a ton, so I'd love to see them try and challenge him and see how far he can hit it. Fouls the first pitch off.
Then again, I do say stay in his zone, but that won't stop him from still being aggressive. As we can see there, that ball probably a strike, but maybe not in Aaron Copeland's wheelhouse, but he's still hacking at it, still being aggressive.
0-1. Up and away, 1-1.
It's that pitch right there that was out of the zone by a decent amount that he's learning to lay off of a little bit and doing a much better job.
Just casually offering it that one, 1-2. Overall this season, Copeland hitting .232, 292 on base percentage. He has hit 4 home runs and driven in 8. The 1-2 to him. Pops this one up. Foul. We'll do it all over again.
Doing a good job staying on the curveball there. Woodard's slow curveball, and with Aaron Copeland's fast twitch hands, he's got to be able to really stay back and did a good job there.
Where's 1-2? Skies this one. Shallow left field as they hug the line. Shortstop coming over, making the catch. And that's the first out of this inning.
Yeah, that pitch a little out of the zone, a little upstairs there. Copeland unable to really get the bat hit on top of that one, as it should be. It's upstairs, so it's tough. He'll look to be a little more patient in his next at-bat.
Brantley Cutler getting a chance to bat now, and Cutler, another start in center field. Takes the breaking ball up high, 1-0.
And for those who don't notice, Brantley Cutler, number 8, playing position number 8. Ray, I know you love that.
That is one of my weird favorite things about baseball. 2-0. I love when the number of a player matches the position number they're at. They have one tonight over for the Twins. Jordan Montgomery, number 5, playing third base. Brantley Cutler, number 8, playing center field. It's just, I don't know, it just looks nice when you write it in the scorebook. See, swings and misses at that one, 2-1.
It's like a sandwich. You have their position number, their number, and their name. So it's like an 8 sandwich for Brantley Cutler.
Right, exactly. And it just looks nice. I don't know.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
That's what we got Britain for, 2-2. But yes, I just, for some reason, it's the look of it, the aesthetic. I got excited while I was writing down the lineup. 3-2. It's the little things in life.
No,
Adam.
Ray, I'm all for it. I totally support you. I'm all about those oddly satisfying aesthetics or whatever
Yeah.
that come with the game. Even just a good baseball name like Brantley Cutler.
Cutler facing a 3-2. Called. Third strike. He is set down. There are 2 away.
And a good pitch by Woodard right on the outer half. Starting to get a little more feel for that fastball.
Casey Hare getting a chance to bat now. Hare hitting .237, a .413 on base percentage. He's homered and driven in 9. First pitch. Catch in the zone, 0-1. He is the sole 2-time Edenton Steamer Premier Collegiate League All-Star.
Wow.
Made it last year. Back at it again this year. 1-1 to him now.
And you can see from the catcher there for the Twins, Impassionato, trying to frame it a certain way where he has his glove with his left elbow pointing towards the Steamer dugout, and he tries to catch an outside pitch like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work for him. It might cause some pass balls later.
From right now, it's 1-2.
Yeah, excuse me, it caused one right there, and when there's runners on base, he's going to have to be careful doing that. I don't know, I've never seen anything really like that before.
1-2. Hare sends a flare out to center. Center fielder able to make the grab and end this inning. Steamers go down in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the 3rd inning. This game's got some quick pace to it so far. We'll be back at Historic Kicks Field on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the 3rd inning coming up here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. We're here at Historic Kicks Field. The Steamers and Twins in a intra-division Premier Collegiate League division matchup. And it's the 8-9, and then top of the order for the Twins is Willie still on the mound. His first pitch is fouled off 0-1. This is Alex Impassionato, the catcher. Impassionato, Kumpf, and then Stevens. 0-2 quickly.
And you can see Daniel Willie set, ready, all ready. What's new with Daniel Willie?
0-2. This one on one hop, out to second base. Copeland the throw over, and there is 1 out.
Great job by Aaron Copeland. You can see he drops to one knee. It was one of those in-between hops. So he drops to one knee, gets ready, fielded it cleanly, but if he didn't, he would have bodied it with his chest because of how he positioned himself there. He just knows every in and out or little detail about a certain position, even with that not being his main position.
Cole Kumpf up to bat, taking a strike, 0-1. Shortstop for the Twins. And you said it while he was batting. It's just the IQ. It's just a very smart baseball player.
Yeah, I mean, in center, he would do the fake catch type thing when the ball would drop in front of you and you act like you're going to catch something to deke the runner. And then right there, the thing, because you can't go to one knee at shortstop or third base and body it up, because there's just less time to throw it over to first. Now at second base you can do that, so Aaron Copeland just knows.
Willie falling behind 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Had him fooled there.
Trying to make this a 1-0 game with one swing there.
If you've noticed, the Santa Hats appear to have lost their lust to the players.
Not in the dugout.
A little less demand to be standing there watching the game.
Exactly. When there's no distractions. It's kind of, it's a tight hat. It can be uncomfortable when that thing's flying in your face.
I'm curious if the team, they went with the straw hat after Margaritaville night. They went with the straw hat for the home runs afterwards. You think we'll see the Santa Hats remain in the fabric of this team beyond tonight?
I'm not so sure about that, but if anything were to be, it would be the Santa Hats. Now for Daniel Willie right here, Kumpf is stepping out towards the steamer dugout, so I was going to say he needs to pound the outer half of the zone, but that will miss in the inner half.
A one-out walk brings up the top of the order. Malik Stevens. And Stevens, the Catawba Valley guy, which means he's at the school in which Marshall McDonald is more than on his way to as we get towards the end of this summer. As this pitch fly to left field. Bishrat working towards the corner, making the catch, colliding with the wall, and now throwing it in quickly. A good job by the catcher turned outfielder, ranging down and making the catch in the corner.
He does it all. That was a pretty incredible catch near the track. Has to be aware of the fence behind him and the fence in front of him. So the bullpen fence and the teal monster, and catch the ball. Multitasking at its finest there for Bishrat.
Jordan Montgomery, a throw over to first.
And Ray, for these CVCC players on the Fuquay-Varina Twins, don't you think there's a little bit of a evaluation type of game where Marshall's scouting them out a little bit to see who might hit, what order of the lineup or what positions they might play for the college season? I know Marshall's definitely thinking about that.
Oh, absolutely. Marshall's always thinking over there. The 1-0. This one popped into the air. And a foul. I think for them it's also a nice gauge of, hey, that guy over there is going to be our coach. Let's see the way he goes about business, the way he runs a game. On both sides, getting comfortable with one another. 2-1.
Exactly, I was going to say, if either of those two players were catchers, which they are not, but they would get prepared. Oh man, I see a catcher out there and left, Get mentally prepared for that.
Runner goes, and the 2-1 Brown up and throwing a high throw, not in time.
And the velocity on Brown's throw, fantastic, but a little too high. Uncharacteristic for Alan Brown there, a outstanding defensive catcher.
Willie behind 3-1 now. Looking back at second and coming home. Foul back, runs count full.
Daniel Willie's done a good job so far when he gets to 3 balls, working back and not giving in. Only had that one walk in the first, but other than that, he followed that up with a 3-0 count and then worked back for the out. And he's going to look to do the same here.
3-2, 2 away, a runner on second, the pitch. A called third strike, and that will get Willie out of the inning. The Twins put one in scoring position, but leave him there. Game still not up at 0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the third inning coming up here at historic Hicks Field. Alan Brown, Jacob Mustaine, and Chase Bruno due up for the Steamers. Before we get to Alan Brown's AB, it's time for our trivia question tonight. Tonight's trivia question: who is the only Steamer to ever throw a no-hitter?
Is it Santa Claus?
It's not.
Okay.
Great guess. I think Santa Claus was in summer collegiate ball just a little bit before the Steamers were around.
It's too cold up in the North Pole for baseball.
He's got an MLB TV package. He watches, I'm sure.
I mean, Edenton Steamers YouTube channel is accessible to anyone.
Yeah, it's true.
From the North Pole. I'm not sure the service he gets, but
probably good.
Probably figures it out.
2-0 to Brown. Check swing, did not go. 3-0. So again, the question is, who threw the only no-hitter in Steamers history? And for those of you that love our media guide, you're not finding it in there. 3-0 in there, 3-1. I'm requiring people to research tonight.
Well, I know Matt Fine is already on Wikipedia as we speak.
Brown found 3-1 back, losing the bat. 3-2.
He's going to need a rag or some sort of pine tar. Hunter Cole's motioning for that to happen.
Mustang going to get it to him.
Alan Brown told me before the game, as I saw him getting back from the gas station, he said, I'm balling out today. He
really?
said, I'm going to do it for you, Adam. So let's see.
Love for one of these guys who say this to you pregame to like point at you after they do something notable. You know, get a little recognition for who they're doing it for. Foul tips that one into the glove. He is struck out. There's one away.
It was a good change up there. Not expected it, as we could see from Woodard. The 3-2 changeup kills everyone because you're sitting fastball-ish kind of. Not necessarily, but when they drop the changeup in there, especially when it's the first changeup you see all at bat and it happens to be 3-2, that's always tough.
Woodard's first pitch to Mustaine. Missing 1-0. Mustaine hit 173, a 3 of 48 on base percentage, pair of home runs, 7 RBIs. Brown's the 1-0 down the first baseline and foul.
And Marshall McDonald, the thumbs down to Brett Folk as he got out of the way of that one. And Brett Folk's like, what do you want me to do? Got the Santa hat on. I'm not sure if that's an adequate excuse, but we'll give it to him.
We've talked enough about his poor fielding over in the first base coach's box. Mustaine frozen on the 1-1, 1-2. I think he's just stopped trying. I think we've talked about it enough where he just wants to, he doesn't want us to embarrass him anymore. 1-2. Inside, 2-2.
Well, Ray, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take if you're Brett Folk, so maybe come playoff time, I would like to see some effort over there.
Talk to him when you get home, all right? Do us a favor. Get us some Folk fielding. 2-2, a swing and a miss. Mustaine is struck out. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts. And Chase Bruno, we know likes to go for the first pitch, so I want to make sure I get you his stats before he goes swinging there. A 243 average, still climbing. A 371 on base percentage, pair of home runs, 10 RBIs. Woodard's first pitch. Upstairs, 1-0.
One thing I have noticed about Bruno, though, is when he's leading off the game, he'll swing at the first pitch. But then, as the game goes on, he'll try to work more at-bats and see what he gets.
They take the 1-0 into left field, a base hit. 2-out base runner for the Steamers.
Well, you don't need to work an at-bat when you get a fastball down the middle. Good swing. Bruno might not be getting many hits to show for it like, say, Hunter Cole, but a lot of barrels, a lot of hard contact, and a lot of good swings for Bruno.
Steamers' first hit of the ball game coming in this third inning. Steamers only mustered up 5 yesterday against the Sharks. We're going to extend look at Bruno, and Cole going to pop this one up into foul territory. Third baseman over and makes the catch, and that will do it for the third inning. So after a 2-out base knock from Chase Bruno, he's left over there at first base. One hit, no runs, one left. We head to the fourth here at historic Hicks Field. No runs on the board just yet. We'll be back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Heart of the Twins order coming up right now. Daniel Willie still on the mound. His fourth inning of work about to get underway. Corbin Lenowitz, the first batter to face him. Willie winds, kicks, and the first pitch of the fourth is a strike. 0-1. 4 strikeouts for Willie so far. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
Good job getting ahead there for Willie.
So 2 lifted to right center, a base hit. Lenowitz around first. And leadoff man aboard for the Twins.
And a good swing there. Willie's got to do a little bit of a better job throwing a ball out of the zone, a waste pitch, as you would say, because that had a little too much plate, resulting in a hit. On especially when you get 0-2 quickly, you want to kind of bury something maybe in the dirt or upstairs or something like that.
Xander Hamilton now batting and fouled the first pitch off 0-1. Chance for the roommate double play duo to do something.
I totally forgot. I'm very excited about that opportunity.
Swing and a miss on the 0-1, 0-2.
So now you got 0-2 again if you're Willie. Got a lefty hitter. The changeup will probably be Willie's best friend in this situation. Even if he leaves it over the plate a little too much, that's the textbook ground ball pitch to either Bruno or Copeland up there in the middle. So it's a win-win type thing for Willie.
See if he comes here with it. 0-2 working in 1-2.
Well, slider doesn't hurt either. That's more of also a strikeout pitch. But kept that inside, so did a good job avoiding leaving that one over the plate.
Runner goes the 1-2. This one chops right back to Willie. He's just going to have a play at first. The throw to first in time, and there's one away.
Good pitch by Willie. Unfortunately, not getting the double play, but fortunately, really weak contact, so you know Willie's doing a good job making his pitches, so not a complete failure. You get the out.
Nate Stokeham.
Nate Stokeham, I think, rocking the Josh Pernetti look, unbuttoning. I think that's 3 buttons on his jersey there.
He's going to ground the first pitch he sees over to Mustaine. Mustaine fielding it and taking it himself for the second out. Does move the runner over to third base. Now 2 away and a runner 90 feet from scoring for the Twins. Jordan Daphne, the designated hitter, grounded out last time up, and Daphne going to get Jose Cazorla in the home run derby in the first round.
Some big time pop. I mean, Daphne's a big guy, and he's going to try his best to make Tarboro look pretty small.
Grounds the first pitch off of the brick wall in front of the Twins dugout.
Just by, visual test, the eye test, Daphne would be the front runner.
Line this one over to short. Bruno's got it, and that'll do it for the inning. Leadoff man gets aboard for the Twins, move him all the way around to third base, but he's stranded there. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We headed to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Clams coming to bat when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Before we get there, every year the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 24th, the Steamers wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go to the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just 20 minutes from historic Hicks Field. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Should be a great night at the ballpark on Saturday night. The last time the Tarboro River Bandits are coming to town in the regular season, at least. Still some playoff picture left to be etched out between these two teams. Case Kermode takes a strike, and it's the heart of the Steamers order coming up in this inning. Kermode, Bisharat, and Copeland. 1 to Kermode. 1-1 now. Woodard still on the mound. Lights are on now. The 1-1 grounded up the middle, but slow enough. Second baseman able to get to it and throw Kermode out.
Good rip there by Kermode. I was thinking it was going to end up going up the middle, but it took a little detour as it hit the side of the mound there. Ended up heading right into the mid of second baseman, and that'll be a quick out.
Jacob Bisharat, left fielder in tonight's game, grounded to third his first go around. Woodard's first pitch, up and away, ball 1.
One thing about Bisharat, his BP today was unlike anything I've ever seen from him. I mean, home runs on home runs. Very impressive stuff today.
Prepared to bat cleanup, I guess. It's the 1-0, catch the zone, 1-1. We're so close to the all-catcher lineup. So very close.
Yeah, every day, that's Ray's first thing he looks for in the lineup.
1-1, a swing and a miss, 1-2. and I get it. You need catcher to warm up the guys in the pen, but that's why one of them's designated hitter.
Well, yeah, exactly. And there's only you only need one inning of it, and then you can sub out or make changes that you want just to start the game like that.
The 1-2 to Bishrot, grounded over towards the Steamers dugout, and I see the Elf getting out of the way of that one. Quick duck from him. Remains 1-2. Sam McClam ejected again.
I mean, we thought Brett Folk was going to be the one ejected at most games, and which honestly has been the case. But Sam McClam is now by far the top guy in that regard.
1-2 missing away, 2-2. Throwing a water balloon at the ump. Ump, good sport. Good sport about the whole thing.
Listen, when they go low, you go high, Ray.
2-2 to Bishrot. Round ball and foul over to the brick wall in front of the Steamers dugout. Marshall McDonald making the very easy play on the bounce back to him.
Yeah, easy, but McDonald is going to brag to his apprentice, Brett Folk, that he can make plays and Brett can't, even though the one to Brett was smoked, and McDonald, that's like a can of corn.
Yeah, that was nothing difficult about that one. 2-2 to Bishrot. Fouls this one off. Bishrot this summer hitting 182, 309 on base percentage. He's driven in 5 runs. Two. Swing and a miss. He is struck out, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, it's a solid pitch from Woodard. He's got some tail on his fastball, so it runs away from right-handed hitters. Started in the zone there to Bishrot and just tailed right out of there. And Bishrot was unable to adjust.
Aaron Copeland coming to bat. Copeland popped out to the shortstop along the left field line. His first go around. First pitch to him. Low, 1-0.
Well, that was the curveball for 1-0, and that's almost always followed up with a fastball in the zone, so I know Cope is sitting that pitch right here.
Gets another breaking ball, 2-0.
Well, contrary to popular belief, back-to-back curveballs for Copeland. I guess Woodard was watching the game last night where Copeland took Alva's fastball, big fly.
2-0 popped up, 2-1. Two one in there, 4-strike, 2-2.
And if you think that one was inside on the stream, just remember Aaron Copeland is on top of that plate. His toes are on that white line of the front white line of the batter's box. So even if he makes a move to act like that was inside, it is not because of how close Aaron Copeland is to the plate.
The 2-2 to him now. He grounds this one over to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first in time to get him. The Steamers go down in order. 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, nobody left. We head to the 5th inning now. Nobody on the scoreboard as of yet. We come back with the Twins coming to bat on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the 5th inning, a new pitcher for the Steamers, right-hander Tyrus Baumgartner. Getting the ball, the West Virginia State pitcher, coming in relief of Daniel Willie. Went 4 innings, allowed just 2 hits. Baumgartner's first pitch fouled off by Burton Hahn. 0-1.
Ray, Daniel Willie, outstanding tonight. Worked with pace. I mean, it's 8 o'clock and we're in the 5th inning. Very impressive stuff from Willie. 2 hits and limited his pitch count for the most part, and he should be good sooner rather than later for a big divisional game.
Yes, he will. He had 4 strikeouts. This one taken it down left field line and foul. 1-2. Willie likely being kept the reins on due to the fact he's pitching the 2nd inning of the All-Star game on Friday night. So he will get 1 inning. He's going to get a chance to pitch. Blake Gibson, Cole Bates, 3 pitchers in the Steamers get a chance to pitch. Jared Davis will not participate. Big start coming up on the weekend for him. 1-2 for Baumgartner. In there, a call. 3rd strike. That will set Hahn down. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, and Hahn knew it. Started walking back to the dugout even before that call was made.
Alex Epasamado coming up to bat. For Baumgartner coming into this game, this is his 10th appearance of the summer. 13 2/3, a 1-2 record, a 7.24 ERA. That's a swing and a miss there. 0-1. He struck out 16. Well, now 17. So 1 misses, 1-1. Started against the Sharks on Saturday. Family was in town, made the trek down to Wilmington.
Yeah, not a bad performance.
No.
Against a really good offense. Tyrus Baumgartner did his best to contain the Sharks.
That game getting out of hand after he had been in the game.
Now, he contained the Sharks, but he dominated the Twins when the Steamers visited Fuquay-Varina.
2-1, missing 3-1, and they definitely have memories, and they saw him trotting out from the bullpen coming to pitch of the 4-inning performance he put on.
Yes, had some tough flashbacks, I bet, for the Twins. That was Baumgartner's game, 100%.
Came on in relief of Chris Buehler in that game.
R.I.P. Chris Buehler.
We do miss Chris Buehler here.
Buehler.
We didn't even get to make
Buehler. Well, now we can.
Buehler's day off. Yeah.
Because he's not here. I mean,
We hope his elbow is doing all right. This is Pasamato walked to 1-out base runner now. Bringing up Cole Kumpf. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. 0-1. Looking over there at first base. Is 0-1 and popped into the air. Foul. 0-2.
And for Kumpf, his left foot is still striding out towards the third base bag, not directly back to Baumgartner. So if I'm Baumgartner here, you spin a slider on the outer half, and it'll be 2 out far of the reach for Cole Kumpf. And I mean, hey, you'll be very successful if you live in the outer half. Willie knew that as well.
0-2. Popped in the air once again and foul. Baumgartner has definitely established himself as the jokester of the team, one of the most well-liked characters around the ballpark. His 0-2 is taken to left field. Bisharat's going to drop in front of him. 2 on with 1 out now for the Twins.
And a good swing there. Baumgartner, that was a front door off-speed pitch, and Kumpf was able to get his hands in for that one. Maybe something on the outer half would have had him, but Baumgartner just missed his spot there.
R.J. Johnson now in the game, pinch hitting. Getting a chance, 1-0 to him as we've flipped the order over for the Twins. So he's batting where Malik Stevens was. 1-0 in there, 1-1.
Good pitch there. Now the changeup, once again, with this righty-lefty matchup, going to be your best friend if you're Bumgarner. Look for the ground ball, double play in order. This is how you can get yourself out of a little bit of a jam here.
One bouncing in, 2-1. I'll tease it one more time. The roommate double play duo. Let's get them active here.
They're there for a reason, Ray.
2-1 in there, 2-2.
They're not just there for show, just to make us look good on, on Instagram or something like that.
Right.
I mean, maybe that too. Maybe that's a side reason, but the main reason.
2-2 over towards first. Mustang going to make the catch and tag the bag. A double play to end this top of the 5th inning. Some heads up thinking from the first baseman.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about double play all inning, but except we never would have guessed it was Mustang doing it by himself.
Using that speed that you said he didn't have.
Ah. He's gonna let me hear about that one.
Yes, he is. The Twins will leave 1 on. I did put 2 on, just 1 out, and Jacob Mustaine helping his pitcher out to get out of this inning. Game still knotted up at 0 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Clams coming to bat when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Jonah Milchuk going to take the mound in the 5th inning for the Twins. Before we get to that, the Steamers are proud to announce that Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the team for the 2021 season. Venture Tours Incorporated is a family-owned business specializing in motor coach transportation. The owners have been in the motor coach industry for more than 40 years. A mixture of hard work and family legacy helped create Venture Tours Incorporated, one of the most successful motor coach companies in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. Jonah Milchuk, a right-hander from Catawba Valley Community College, will be faced with Brentley Cutler, Casey Hare, and Alan Brown. Coming on in relief.
And we got Casey Hare looking up in the press box right now, smiling at me. He gave me took like a big slow motion swing as if he was going to try to hit the ball over the fence. And I gave him a thumbs up because that's what he has to do. Exactly. I don't think you can see that in the camera, but
No, he's blocked by the scoreboard. But be aware that that is what Casey Hare is thinking.
yeah, I just gave him the home run sign. Let's see if he understands what that means and if he's able to here. And we got a good opportunity for a first impression for Jonah Milchuk with his new coach, Marshall McDonald.
That is true. His first opponent, Brantley Cutler, taking one upstairs 1-0. Cutler struck out looking his first go around. 2-0 quickly.
Well, when you talk about trying to hit home runs, you never want to do that. I'm going back to Casey Hare now, and Milchuk 2 pitches upstairs in the zone. Casey Hare hopefully doesn't have big eyes and aren't going to try to chase that high pitch.
Cutler swinging and missing at that one, 2-1. Cutler, the newest guy in town. He's been on base 3 times in 8 plate appearances since joining the Steamers. The 2-1 pitch to him now. Swinging at the one upstairs, 2-2.
And he's got to leave that up. Got to take what the pitcher gives you. Can't help him out in any way. You see Milchuk miss 3 pitches upstairs like that. Cutler can't help him with that.
He swings, misses at the 2-2. He is struck out. There is one away.
So he follows it up with a good slider. You speed up the hitter with the fastball upstairs, and you slow him down with the slider. It's just textbook stuff from Milchuk. He's off to a good start with his first impression with Coach Marshall McDonald.
I'm curious what you think of the fashion choice with the pants.
Interesting. Showing a lot of knee there. I thought it was funny when we saw Pernetti showing a lot of chest, but I guess the knees are in these days.
Apparently they are. Casey Hare taking a ball, 1-0.
Maybe he needs to go up a size or down. I'm not even sure if he needs to go up or down a size here.
He's one tall dude.
Exactly.
1-0 outside, 2-0.
I'm not sure if I would call that appearance rating or drip.
It's his own unique touch.
I guess. You know, they say fashion comes from, your own personality, so I don't know if this is a good example of that, Ray.
He's behind 3-0 to Casey Hare. Hare who flew out his first go-around. They're still with more walks than strikeouts this season, an impressive feat considering how late we are in this year.
Yeah, any level. That is truly impressive.
Three-one to him. Checking his swing. And a peel down. He did not go, and he's headed down to first base. So Casey Hare draws the walk, a one-out base runner for the Steamers.
Well, I told Casey Hare, I gave him the home run sign, but a walk will do. Need base runners in this situation. Got to find yourselves on the board if you're the Steamers. The pitcher's duel tonight.
Well, you gave Casey Hare the home run sign. Alan Brown told you he was going to ball out today, so this is a big inning for you.
I can go 1 for 2. That wouldn't be too bad.
First pitch to Brown in there for a strike, 0-1. Alan Brown struck out swinging in the third. It wouldn't be 1 for 2. I would say you'd be 1 for 1 with a walk.
Yes, because Ray, you're so smart. His walks don't count.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
at-bats, they count as plate appearances, and that's just...
I wonder who the guy is that updates the stats every day.
Is it you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Who would have thought, huh?
Me.
Oh, man. You cracked me up.
We're at that point in the season. The 0-1 low, 1-1. Good crowd for Wednesday here at Historic Hicks. The 1-1 to Brown. Takes this one to left field. That one going to drop in for a base hit. Casey Hare reading that one well, getting himself to second base. 2 on with 1 out, and that brings up Jacob Mustaine.
I consider that balling out. Nice swing by Alan Brown. Catches that on the kind of like a jam shot, but he muscles it over. Strong kid. And now the Steamers are threatening with a similar situation to the Twins as they did in the top half of this inning.
Now, you know who was the guy that ended it in the field? This man at bat, Jacob Mustaine, with the double play. Let's drop a play from that double play and just call it a double in this bottom half and put some runs on the board. How about it? Swing and a miss, 0-1.
And if you're Mustang here, just try and avoid the strikeout. At the very least, move the runners over, because then there's the pass ball will always be in play with Hare at third.
This one bouncing, 1-1. Mustaine struck out looking in the third. One in there, 1-2. You can see by the way he shrugged his shoulders right there. I think he thinks that's the best one he's going to see in this at bat.
Yeah, you can see it in his face a little bit there. He knew he kind of wants that one back. That one's kind of in his wheelhouse there.
1-2. Up and away, 2-2. I think looking back at Casey Hare moving around had anything to do with him not locating that pitch?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much of an impact Casey Hare has on the pitcher. Not really a speedy guy. Hate to break it to him, but that's what I feel about that.
2-2. Outside, 3-2. Mustangs worked it back. While the strikeout numbers have been up for Mustang this season, he is among the team's leader in walks. Second best walk rate on the team. Full count pitch to him. That one outside, ball 4. Works himself back and loads the bases with just one away for the top of the order.
Well, that good eye there by Mustang attributes to that walk ratio. And he moved the runner over. And now Chase Bruno, a hot Chase Bruno, will have his moment.
Bruno 1 for 2. A single and a fly out. Good amount of space in that left center field gap. First pitch missing, 1-0.
But with a walk to Casey Hare and a walk to Mustang, and now a 1-0 count to Bruno, he doesn't need a barrel here. He can see if he can work a count, maybe draw a walk, scores a run.
He takes the 1-0 up into center field, a base hit. Hare's going to come around and score, move everybody around a base. That throw, an airmail, but quickly to it. Alan Brown staying over there at third base. The Steamers have a 1-0 lead here in the 5th inning.
Well, Chase Bruno heard me say walk. He said, I'll take that right back up the middle. Another barrel for Bruno. And he gets the first run on the board for the Clams. Someone's seeing it well. I won't say who.
Power of having family in town.
It's like this energy that goes through the stadium. We saw it with Casey Hare now. Bruno.
Hunter Cole, no stranger to grand slams, up to bat. 1-0 to him. For Cole, he walked and was caught stealing in the first. Popped out in the third. Missing, 2-0.
I know it's 2-0, and I know there's bases loaded, but if I'm Hunter Cole, let it rip. See how far you can hit it. You're going to get a fastball. At least I think. Been wrong about that in the past.
Missing on the 2-1.
Well, he took a hack. Just missed.
Chuck's 2-1. This one to center field, going back, looking at this one, and just admire it. Hit the top of the shed out there. A grand slam home run for Hunter Cole has given the Steamers a 5-0 lead here in the 5th inning.
What a swing by Hunter Cole. He does it again. with the grand slam. Wow. Incredible stuff. Stevens out there in center, playing in. I have no idea why. That ball was crushed.
Mr. Edenton does it again.
Yeah, I know he said he doesn't like that name, Mr. Edenton, but if you just keep hitting grand slams, I mean, come on now.
Case Kermode tasked with following that up. A ground ball up the middle, fielded. A second baseman, a throw high, and Kermode safe at first base.
The floodgates have opened, Ray. This game is broken open, and it's been broken open, and there's no signs of stopping for the Clams.
Going back to Hunter Cole for a second. Now he's back in the lead in home runs for this team. He's got 7. And remember, we were joking about it last night with him that Case Kermode was closing in on him in terms of RBIs. Well, 4 more open up that lead. 7 home runs for him, 23 RBIs on the season.
Yeah, we've talked to him before as well about Josh Pernetti now then tying his home run record. And he just put all that to bed.
Jacob Bisharat getting hit by a pitch. The ball magnet once again.
And all of a sudden, Ray, this inning has exploded.
This is the 9th batter of the inning for the Steamers. The last 7 Steamer hitters have reached base. First pitch to Copeland inside 1-0.
Well, Milchuk not afraid to go back in with that slider again that he hit Bisharat on in the previous pitch. Like to see that confidence. Well, Ray, so much for a short game. This inning has almost pretty much taken the same amount of time as the first 4. Courtesy of some counts that were not in Milchuk's favor and plus counts for the Steamers, and now some big knocks.
Foul back 2-1. Copeland so far a pop out and a ground out. All it took was us mentioning it had been a while for Hunter Cole by his standards for a home run. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and I got to give credit to Jacob Mustang. I mean, 2 strikes, it was on 1-2 count, works it up to a walk, and then there you go. The rest is history. So a lot of credit to Jacob Mustang there too to start that rally. I think with 2 outs it would have been a different feel, a different type of pressure for Bruno and Cole. Not saying they wouldn't be able to handle it, but it's still a little bit of a different mentality. So props to Jacob Mustang.
Both Mustang and Hare working full count walks. 3-2 inside. Throw down, he's safe. And it was ball 4, so they were guaranteed that base anyways.
Well, why not just show off the arm for fun?
Why not? The base is loaded once again. We will have a meeting on the mound with Brantley Cutler getting his second chance to bat in this inning. And we're going to have a pitching change. So that is all for Milchuk. Came in the 5th. And these 5 runs tributed to him. The runner on third got on by way of error. The other 2 are his runners. We will step aside for just a bit. The Steamers have opened up this game. Hunter Cole with a grand slam, making it 5-0 in the 5th. We'll be back with more baseball from historic Hicks Field. Brantley Cutler coming to bat for the second time in this inning. The Steamers have broken this game wide open, 5-0.
Hunter Cole, need I say more?
I don't think you need to say much more. As Cutler foul tip, making it 1-1. The new pitcher for the Twins, Seth Bullock, Brunswick Community College. The 1-1 inside, 2-1. Cutler struck out to begin this inning. Two now in there for a strike, 2-2. After
Cutler's going to have to fight here. Got to find a way to put the ball in play, make things happen.
That one going to get to the backstop. Kermode, no interest in the way that one bounced off the backstop. Working its way right back to the catcher. Full count now. Bullock's 3-2. Just catching the bat. Fouling it off.
Wasn't pretty, but that's how you fight it off. That's how you stay alive. Someone called the Bee Gees, Ray.
The 3-2 all over again. Cutler fouling this one off the second brick wall in front of the Twins dugout. And I've got the Bee Gees on speed dial, so don't you worry. So he continues to stay alive.
Clever.
Time called. Someone's got to chase down that baseball that made its way all the way to the right field line. Three-two to Cutler. Base is loaded. Bullock's pitch. Bouncing in there. That is ball four. Kermode will come home and score. It's now 6-0 in favor of the Steamers.
Cutler and Mustang working at bats, fighting pitches off, and they will get rewarded. And here's the man that started the rally.
Way back when Casey Hare walked.
Well, listen, I gave Casey Hare the home run sign at the beginning of this inning. And it looks like he might just tell me, hey, that might not be my first at-bat, but it could be my second at-bat in this inning. That would be pretty poetic.
It would be. Be prepared for this inning. You were prepared for him to get 2 at-bats. First pitch to him outside, 1-0. So, yes, Hare walked to get this rally started, and then every single one of his teammates got on base. Quickly 2-0 to him.
Yeah, Bullock's not finding the zone anytime soon. This long inning might keep on keeping on.
Fisher out on third. Copeland on second. Cutler over there at first base. The 2-0 to Hare in there for a strike, 2-1. Hare now ahead 3-1. Mentioned earlier, one of my favorite stats, the walk rate as compared to the strikeout rate. 3-1 to Hare. Now full count 3-2. Hare's the only one that has more walks than strikeouts. Chase Bruno came into the night with a dead even heat in strikeouts and walks. Done nothing to move that either way. Hare's walk earlier puts him further away from his strikeout total. The 3-2 to him. A called third strike. Pitch on the inner portion. There's 2 away.
Yeah, the crowd didn't like that one, Ray. Umpires had, I don't know, too much time here in this 5th inning. Wants to speed things up a little bit, it looks like. That's at least what the fans want to believe. Alan Brown will get another shot. He singled in this inning.
First pitch to Brown, going to get away. Bishrot hanging around over at third. 1-0.
Active backstop tonight. That one is bouncing back quickly. We saw Kermode have to put on the brakes. Bishrot there put on the brakes from headed home there.
1-0 in there for a strike. 1-1. Bouncing in 2-1. Brown 1 for 2. Adam mentioned the single. Brown's 5th hit of the summer. Takes a 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. 2-2.
He's going to have to work here. And going back to Alan Brown, he came a little late to Edenton this summer. Presbyterian College, made it to the Vanderbilt Regional, so he had other plans in the beginning of the season.
Understand that one, and he takes one off the hip. That'll bring in Bishrot, who also was hit by a pitch. Make it 7-0 in favor of the Clams.
Add insult to injury. And here come Mustang again, once again.
Mustaine walked, and you were very complimentary of that walk, what he was able to do in that AB.
I'm just trying to pay my respects to Mustang after I said he wasn't fast or, you know, good looking or anything of that sort. Because he's definitely both of those, even with the mustache.
And first pitch to him inside, 1-0. Much earlier this evening, just earlier in this inning. It feels like it was a little while ago in the top half this inning. He caught the line drive for double play to end that. Tyrus Baumgartner was in a situation with 2 on and only 1 out. Stan has fingerprints on the game, but defensively at first base, he is the best option these Steamers have. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Takes a strike, 2-1. Fouls that one, even the count up at 2.
Well, Bullock likes to start from behind, but now he's worked back to Alan Brown and now Jacob Mustang.
The 2-2. On a called third strike on a pitch low and in. And that will do it for the bottom of the 5th inning, but it's not before the Steamers put up 7 runs in this inning. Hunter Cole with a grand slam. Mr. Edenton doing it again, his 7th home run of the season.
A grand clam.
Yeah, we like to say that around here. Clams lead this one 7-0. When we come back, the Twins get a chance to bat in the top of the 6th on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the 6th inning from historic Hicksfield. Jordan Montgomery, the leadoff man in this inning for the Twins. He takes ball upstairs 1-0. It is the 2-3-4 batters on the way for Fuquay-Varina. And that pitch going to catch the umpire in the foot. 2-0 as he'll take a walk. If you're just joining us, you missed an eventful bottom of the 5th inning. The headline, Hunter Cole grand slam. The story, 7 runs for the Steamers. 7-0. Just like that. Montgomery so far has struck out and lined out.
Well, Hunter Cole must have heard that we didn't get his first grand slam on video, so he made sure to deliver another one.
2-1 now. And yes, it's now 7 big flies for him this season. The 2-1 foul back, 2-2.
Was tied with Pernetti with 6 until last inning.
Tyrus Bumgarner working in his 2nd inning of relief. Daniel Willigo in the first 4. Ball upstairs, 3-2. 3-2, a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 away.
Bumgarner got the Twins number. Dealing. Wheeling and dealing.
Corbin Lenowitz coming up to bat. A pair of hits for Lenowitz so far. He has 2 hits. The rest of his team with just 1.
That's what they say, putting the team on your back, Ray. Hunter Cole-esque in a way. But you can't discredit the other Steamers. Chase Bruno, big hit to start that scoring rally.
Guys that loaded up too. Casey Hare a walk. Alan Brown a hit. Jacob Mustaine a walk. As Lenowitz sends this one to center field. Cutler going back to the track. Jumps up. That one's off his glove. And coming back into the field of play. Lenowitz going to try and put the burners on and gets into third base standing up. Runner 90 feet away with just 1 out. After Lenowitz drives one deep into center field.
A great effort there by Cutler on the jump there. I'm not sure if he actually kept it in or if it was going to stay in, but regardless. And now a runner on third, less than 2 outs for the Twins, an RBI opportunity here. Really close to being awesome.
They will give him credit for the triple. So Lenowitz, who is flying, able to get himself into third base. Xander Hamilton behind the count 0-1 so far, is struck out and grounded out. Three for 3 is certainly not a bad night for the Lenowitz. One for Baumgartner. Up and in, 2-1.
Baumgartner's got to keep the ball down here. Mess around and miss your spot a little bit upstairs. Sack fly, home run, problems. Couldn't sue.
It's 2-1, just missing 3-1. Some tossing going on out in the Steamers bullpen. 3-1 from Baumgart now. A swing and a miss, 3-2.
It's a big pitch here, Ray. not for game's sake, but for more Bumgarner's stay in this game at least. How much more he will go.
This is a Twins team that did rally a bit in the latter half of the game the last time these two teams met up. 3-2 missing, ball 4. Runners on the corners now. Just one out. Nate Stokeham, 0 for 2 so far. But the first time these two teams met up, 11-6 victory for the Steamers at Fuquay-Varina. The Steamers had jumped out ahead and were far ahead for a better portion of that game. It was a late 4 runs from the Twins that made 11-6.
And you gotta be careful here if you're Bumgarner. One swing, and the Twins are right back in it. So you don't want to rest on your laurels so far if you're the Steamers.
Quickly 2-0, and Alec Brown going to go out there. Brett Folk going to join him. A 2-0 mound visit. So as they do that, let's give you a quick look. We'll turn your attention away from the game in front of you to the bigger picture going on right now. Looking around the league tonight, the Wake Forest Fungo and Tarboro River Bandits playing in an intra-division game. The Fungo, last update, are beating the River Bandits 3-2 at Tarboro. Both teams 20 wins on the season overall. Each team with 14 in their respective division and lead their current divisions. The Fungo had a 4-game sweep over the Twins over the weekend that locked up their place atop the Premier Collegiate League Western Division. The River Bandits and Steamers still battling it out for that top spot in the East. Steamers 2.5 back. We're back to action here. The 2-0 popped up, 2-1.
There's that strike following the Brett Folk mound visit. Quite famous here in Edenton.
Stokeham had a good feeling about that pitch coming into the zone. Frustrated with himself, he missed it. Now he checks his swing and going to be frustrated with himself again. He's even the count up at 2-2.
Exactly, I was just about to say Stokeham, brother of Ray Stokeham, teammate of Brett Folk at Lenore Ryan. So I would assume that Stokeham would kind of know some of Brett Folk's tricks or things of that nature.
One would imagine. The 2-2 popped into the air and foul. Jordan Daphne awaiting on the on-deck circle. Bumgarners, 2-2, this one hit in the air. Hunter Cole coming in right field. Makes the catch. He's going to throw it in. And Alan Brown just going to field that one, keeping Lenowitz over at third base. 2 outs now.
Well, there you go. Great job by Tyrus Bumgarner, bearing down and doing what he has to do. Brett Folk, quite the presence. I mean, we're almost insensitive to it at this point because we just know it's going to happen.
He has an incredible shooting percentage when it comes to success after the mound visits. Jordan Daphne, a ground out and a line out. Bumgarner's first pitch, missing. 0 away. Bumgarner's 1-0. Line back. 1-1.
Gotta win the ones, Ray.
Most certainly do. Don't have the numbers in front of me, but game-changing situation.
You are oh so right.
And he does on this one, gets him to foul that one back, 1-2.
They should engrave that quote of mine into the teal monster. You know how in Fenway Park, how behind the green monster you have like everyone's, you know, whoever visits their name or stuff
Right.
like that, signatures in that sense. We should do something like that here in Edenton.
With that saying, or just in general?
Just in general.
All right, I like it. The 1-2. A lot of bite to it, working its way towards Daphne's feet. Even the count up at 2, and now 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Bumgarner coming set. And his pitch. Bouncing in, 3-2.
Well, runner on first will be on his way. With the sliding glove on the left hand, that's to help you don't jam your fingers when you slide head first into second.
The old oven mitt.
I guess that's what you can call it, Ray. I don't, but
That's the only
okay.
use I would have for it.
Okay.
Bumgarner's full count offer, pops it in the air. Third base side, Casey Hare gives it a look and watches it just fly out of play. A couple of kids going to go try and track that one down. We'll do it all over again. Bumgarner's 3-2. Going grounded, up first base side. Bumgarner's got it, tossing over to first, and that will do it for the inning. So back-to-back innings where Bumgarner works himself into a bit of a situation, but gets himself out of it. Strands 2 on base, runners on the corners, as the Steamers still have a 7-0 lead as the Clams come to bat when we come back for the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the 6th inning, coming at you from historic Hicks Field. Seth Bullock still on the bump for the Twins. And the top of the order coming up for the Steamers after a huge bottom of the 5th inning, which they scored 7 runs. We do want to get you your trivia question answer. And to no one's surprise, Scott Willie, you've done it again. John Williams is the correct answer for the only no-no in the Steamers' history. Bruno taking the first pitch and sending it to center field, a base hit. 3 hits in his last 3 ABs. He's now 3 for 4.
Is that good?
Let me check the math. Yeah, that seems pretty
Okay.
good.
Bruno is seeing it really well. I mean, that's some beach ball. It's definitely looking like a beach ball. That's all I got to say about that.
Hunter Cole had the exclamation point of that last inning. A grand slam, his 2nd grand slam of the summer. Going 1 to him. First one came against the Peninsula Pilots. The Steamers 7-1 victory that night. Lucky number 7.
It was a good day, Ray.
Cole popping this one up in the air, foul territory towards the Steamers dugout. And the catch made by Montgomery. Ball nearly bounced out of his glove and takes a quick look up to the sky, makes the sign of the cross, and thanking his lucky stars that one didn't bounce out of.
Yeah, a little snow cone action right there at the tip of his glove. You can see the ball even when it was in his mitt. Unfortunate for Hunter Cole. He was a little aggressive there. Some big eyes after he had a big hit in the last inning.
First pitch to Case Kermode. Up high, 1-0. Kermode reached by way of an error. Last go around. Grounds this one over to third. Chance for 2. Throw to second. That one's bouncing off the glove, and Bruno into second base. They'll get nobody. 2 on with 1 out, and baseball gods giveth, baseball gods taketh.
Good point there, Ray. Montgomery at third just had to put that on the money. It's really tough to turn 2 when you bounce it over there to second base, let alone catch it for 1. So Bisharat's got his opportunity to do some damage here.
He was hit by a pitch last time he was up. We've seen that happen plenty for a guy who got here late this summer. I think he leads the team in being hit by a pitch. Ball has just found him consistently, 0-1.
And we just got a text, insider source here, me. Just got a text from Anthony Stalin in the Clams group chat. Said, Hunter, period, Cole, period, Captain Clam, love it. So,
Captain Clam, that's the one.
and now it just hit me. No more Mr. Edenton. How about Captain Clam? And Brian Hama liked that message, so we'd love to see our Steamers of this season that are no longer with us showing their support.
Bisharat struck out, 2 away. We do a couple of great guys, a couple of guys who are fun to watch up the middle, and Brian Hama and Anthony Stalin.
Yeah, I mean,
Someone
we talked about that Peninsula game, but with Hunter Cole, and I mean, Stalin had his fingerprints all over that one defensively. Got the final out to secure the win, and an incredible diving play into the gravel area by the fence in foul territory.
Superman Stalin.
Clark Dearman is Clark Dearman, but Anthony Stalin is Clark Kent.
1-0 to Copeland. Swing and a miss, 1-1. We were speaking to people up the middle. Copeland at second base. Walked his last go around. Popped out and ground out otherwise. They 1-1. That one just missing him. 2-1. Shocked that that one didn't find him.
Yeah, Copeland really got out of the way of that one. He really wants to hit. I don't blame him.
Looks like a ballerina there. She's doing a little twirl, spin away.
Yeah, I don't see that reference, Ray, but we will roll with it.
You ever watched ballerina spin?
No, I have. I just didn't really see that with Copeland.
I think he could be. I think he'd be a dancer in another life.
Honestly, Ray, if there was, Copeland would be probably one of my last picks for.
Well, no, skill-wise.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're pushing it. I'm not sure that really fits with me.
Well, he's ahead 3-1 nonetheless. The pitch to him, swing and a tip into the glove, 3-2.
That's got me thinking now, Ray. Who on the team would be the best dancer? I don't think Mustang would be too bad.
No.
Jackson Hips got the hair for it.
3-2 to Copeland. Low and in. Ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. Brantley Cutler walked. Last time up at the plate, a pair of strikeouts otherwise. Big opportunity in front of the home crowd. He's already brought home a run with a walk. Let's see if he can do it again. Cuts and misses that one, 0-1.
Like seeing Cutler be aggressive. Cutler with some nice cuts.
Tips that one 0-2. Now Bullock taking a step off. Gathering himself, a big pitch for him coming up. Can afford to waste one. Missing outside 1-2.
Good eye by Cutler there. That slider's just not sliding. Cutler able to be aware and take.
The 1-2. Upstairs. Evens up the count. Count even at 2, and Bullock's pitch now a full count. So Cutler's worked it back from 0-2 to 3-2 with bases loaded and 2 outs. Pitch missing outside. Cutler in back-to-back innings walked with the bases loaded.
It's a nice way to pick up RBIs there.
Casey Hare gets an opportunity with the bases loaded. First pitch making its way to the backstop, and Kermo just hanging around over there at third base. Bullock's pitch. Yeah, and inside 2-0.
I know Casey Hare knows all about his on-base percentage and his strikeout to walk ratio, or walk ratio in general, but I think he wants to hit in this situation.
I would imagine he does. You gave him the home run sign after all. 2-1.
Yeah, for Papa Tom back at home, he definitely does listen to me. He should, or we're going to have problems.
2-1, missing outside, 3-1.
Now, if the pitch is that far outside, Ray, he doesn't have a choice but to not listen to me, and we'll just take his base.
The Steamers 1 ball away from bringing another home, and Hare going to foul this one back, 3-2.
Well, there's his chance. Not quite.
Hare previously 0 for 2 with a walk. Fly out and a strikeout. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball over to that left side of the infield. Third baseman looking for a play. Not in time over at first base.
Yeah, not sure what Montgomery was thinking there, even faking or thinking about second base. That was kind of a weird play, and now they're talking about it. I don't understand what Montgomery's arguing about there. That was just completely on him.
Casey here will take that. He gets a run batted in for that one. He gets a base hit. And we're going to have another meeting out on the mound. A ground ball that went over to third base. Montgomery looking over at second. with 2 outs. Had no play there. Then tried to get Hare over at first, and Hare just cruising on in. Nine to nothing. We have another update out of Tarboro. The River Bandits have taken a 4-3 lead through 5 innings. Again, these games tonight, this one in Edenton and that one in Tarboro, don't have the postseason ramifications of divisional games, as you will see for the rest of the Steamers schedule. The Steamers face off with the Greenbrier Knights 3 more times, the River Bandits 2 more times. And that is the rest of their schedule. The Knights come to town tomorrow night, that's Thursday night. The River Bandits in town Saturday night. And then a trip to Tarboro on Monday wraps up the Steamers and River Bandits season series after 10 games. Then a pair of games against the Knights on Tuesday and Wednesday wrap up the entire regular season. And it's kind of like the speech at the beginning of Remember the Titans. We need you to be perfect in every way. Rest of life.
Even though this game does not really matter, it matters more than it would against the Sharks, this team you could see in the championship game. And you just always want to beat a team in your league, regardless if they're in a different division or not.
Brown ahead 2-0 quickly here as he was hit by a pitch and singled in just the 5th inning. Other than that, a strikeout. 2-0, now a 3-0.
That mound visit really didn't amount to anything. Now we got a 3-0 count.
Rio to Brown missing, and he will trot on down to first base. It's now 10-0 in favor of the Clams.
Here we go again, more runs. It's kind of reminiscent of the first time the Steamers played the Fuquay-Varina. Just way too many walks that led to a lot of runs.
9th hitter of this inning for the Steamers. Going from top to bottom in the order, Jacob Mustaine up to bat. Was the opportunity to get out of this as Mustaine takes a strike. There was an opportunity to get out of this. A ground ball by Casey Hare over to third, and hesitation and look at second base by Montgomery, the third baseman. Really took away his play. Casey Hare is safe at first. That brought home a run, and the walk to Allen Brown has put up 2 more. Mustaine now down 1-2 in the count.
And for Mustang, yeah, those pitches might not be in the zone, but with this situation, the umpire is going to expand his zone because the game's gotten out of hand, and Bullock cannot find the strike zone, so Mustang has to expand his zone.
1-2 to him, and that one is going to catch him. So Mustaine is hit by a pitch. That brings home another run. It is now 11-0 here in the 6th. And we are going to have Bullock make his way to the dugout. His evening is over. Steamers have put 4 on the board in this 6th inning, expand the lead to 11. A new pitcher on the mound for the Twins when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Jordan Daphne takes the mound now for the Twins. Chase Bruno coming up to bat for the second time in this inning. Steamers have put 4 on the board. There's 2 outs and the bases loaded. Daphne's first pitch to Bruno is fouled off 0-1.
I like Chase Bruno swinging at the first pitch. I'm going to talk about it all night because I can. He keeps on doing it even in the situation where a lot of walks are happening.
The 0-1 up and in, 1-1. This is back-to-back innings now where the Steamers have batted around. Two and one now, and the fun quirks of baseball. Steamers right now only with 1 more hit than they had last evening. 10 more runs.
Yeah, 6 hits with 11 runs, and now the bases are loaded. That's something you don't see every day.
2-1 to Bruno, up and away, 3-1. Two errors, 3 hit by pitches, a lot of walks. That's the recipe for what you're seeing right now. 3-1 to Bruno, ground ball. That one going down the third baseline and foul. Runs the count full.
Bruno being aggressive, doing his thing. He's not going to give the pitcher anything here. He's not going to be too aggressive. He's going to be still stay within himself.
The 3-2. That one catches Bruno as he tries to get away from it. Another Steamer batter hit. Another Steamer run. It's now 12-0.
Yeah, and the Steamers are not going to stop scoring anytime soon. No run rule in effect. We might see a 20-piece tonight. Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 50 points last night in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. I'm not saying we're going to get to the 50-piece, but closer than we ever would this season.
Are you going to go find a Chick-fil-A and order a 20-piece if they score 20 in this one?
I'll go with you. Maybe we'll both kill a 20-piece. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Hunter Cole back up again this inning, and this one coming towards him, that one going to the backstop. And Alan Brown's not in any particular hurry to try and make his way home.
Yeah, in this type of game when you're up 12-0, you don't take the free bases anymore. 12 is the magic number where you cut it off. And it would just be a really bad look if Alan Brown were to take home there.
So 4 different Steamers have been hit by pitches. Hunter Cole nearly made it 5. 2-0 to him now.
And I think that would have been a strike if Impassionato caught that one.
Daphne with his 2-0. Cole swings and misses, 2-1. This Twins team 17-16 on the season, 12-11 in West Division play. And that one will hit Hunter Cole. 13-0, the 5th Steamer batter to be hit by a pitch. And if Courtney Phelps thinks she's been busy recently dealing with the ailments of the Steamers, I imagine tomorrow in the athletic trainer's room will be quite busy.
Yeah, it's going to be crowded in there. Courtney and Layla over there are going to be put to work. It's starting to get to the point now where I'm not sure. This game might honestly be called at some point if this keeps on happening, because there are more important games for both teams. You don't want to burn pitching if you're Fuquay, and you don't want to have every hitter become hit by a pitch at this point. I mean, Case Kermode has dealt with plenty this season. Any injuries, just you don't want to add to insult to injury in that sense. For example, Jackson got hit by a pitch earlier this month, and he's been out. His wrist is really bothering him, black and blue. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time if they keep hitting batters that something like that happens. So you got to be really careful here. This is just what you don't like to see.
1-1 now to Kermode, who reached on an error earlier this inning. 2 errors have contributed to him getting on base in this game. Both of the errors by the Twins. Other than that, he has walked and grounded out. Had now 2-1. Daphne's pitch, 2-2. The Twins are 1 strike away, closing out what's been a disastrous 2-inning stretch. That pitch just going to the backstop, kicking away, and going to make its way back out to Daphne, running the count full.
Yeah, that pitch there actually was even more outside than the left-handed batter's box.
Count full, bases loaded. Scoreboard a bit one-sided right now. 13-0, and that one is going to catch Kermode. He is the 6th batter in this Steamers lineup to be hit by a pitch.
Yeah, it's getting to that point. You got to just do something about this. I mean, Kermode limping, you can't have that. You can't have your 3-hole hitter. I mean, I'm feeling pretty emotional right now just watching this. You just can't have Hunter Cole, your best player, be hit. Now your 3-hole hitter be hit. I mean, these balls are coming in 85+ miles an hour. You just can't have it. It's unacceptable.
The last 4 Steamers hitters have been hit by pitches.
Yeah, and then that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 hitter in the lineup. I mean, we've had plenty of injuries. We've lost our shortstop, Anthony Stalin. We can't lose another shortstop. We can't lose our 3-hitter. We can't lose Hunter Cole. It's just unacceptable. It's just something's got to be done.
First pitch to Bisharat is fouled, right field side, 0-1. It's a 2-touchdown lead now for Edenton. Oh, and 2 now to Bisharat.
And it's even weirder for the hitters, right? Because when the pitcher is missing by 15 feet in the batter's box and everyone's getting hit, but you still have an 0-2 count, it's just going to really mess with your head. Because you have to be prepared to swing at a fastball. You have to be prepared to swing at a strike. Also, the zone is expanded, so you have to expand your own zone anyways, and that might mess with your timing in games that matter, in games that are close, where the strike zone's normal. And also, you got to be watch out for in your ear, as they say in Field of Dreams. So there's just way too many things going on for the hitters right now in this situation.
That one's going to catch Bisharat. That is the 2nd time he has been hit in this game. The 7th hit batter. It's now 15-0. 5 straight Steamers have been hit by pitches.
You know, there's a rule in Little League, Ray. You hit 2 batters, you're out of the game. And apparently hit 5 batters, you just take your base. So I'm not sure what's going on here. We're going to have a pitching change. Thank God. I'm really upset right now. This is unacceptable. You can't have, when injuries have plagued this season, it's just really tough to watch what's going on tonight.
Steamers have put 8 on the board in the bottom of this 6th inning. 15-0 now. Another pitching change coming for the Twins. We will be back when there's baseball to talk about on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Zach Joyner now on the mound for the Twins. It's 15-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The base is still loaded for the Steamers. Aaron Copeland up to bat, fouling the first one down the third base line. Copeland walked his last go-round, and the Steamers have just been trotting around the bases. 5 straight hitters hit by pitches, a walk to the hitter before that. That's 6 straight hitters without a ball put in fair play, and yet they have tallied up 8 in this inning. There have been just 2 hits in this inning. 0-2 to Copeland. Outside, 1-2.
And like I said earlier, it really messes with your head as a hitter, seeing this stuff, because you have to expand your zone because you know the umpire is going to expand his zone. So when you go back into a normal zone, when you play Tarver or things like that.
Copeland sending this one into the gap. It'll be for extra bases. Cole around to score. Another run coming home for the Steamers. Copeland going to trot on into second base. A 2 RBI double for Aaron Copeland has made it 17-0 in favor of the Steamers.
And what you didn't see there, Jacob Bisharat, sniper, takes a tumble over there at third base, a face full of dirt, adding insult to his hit by pitch. That was awesome. Because he seems to be okay, so that's something we can laugh about. Marshall giving him a hard time.
That'll bring up Brantley Cutler. He has now got 4 plate appearances in the last 2 innings. For Copeland, it's a continuation of a hot bat. For the Steamers, it's the continuation of a long inning.
10 runs this inning, Ray.
Double-digit spot. Just the 3rd hit of the inning. One. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Earlier in this inning, Cutler was walked, brought home a run. Similar situation in the 5th, his second go-around that inning, walked and brought home a run. He's down 1-2 in the count. The pitch popped up into the air, foul on the third base side, and some concerned faces turning their faces towards the parking lot.
I tell you what, Ray, I got to tip my cap to every single Steamers hitter right now. They're not giving in. They're not getting frustrated like I was. And they're still putting up hacks, and for Copeland, still hitting a double. That really says a lot about the Clams.
1-2 bounces off the catcher, makes its way towards the dugout. Bisharat just hanging around over at third base.
Yeah, I'm proud of the Clams right now. Not just giving in and walking over, as they say.
The 2-2. Driven to right field, going back. You can kiss that baseball goodbye. A 20-piece for the Steamers on a 3-run home run from Brantley Cutler. Welcome to town, Brantley.
Yeah, Brantley struggling a little bit here at historic Hicks Field, but that's a loud one. That's huge for his confidence. If he's going to be the guy in center field, that is just awesome stuff. That'd be huge for his confidence and his play moving forward. The big 2-0, Ray. We're approaching your age.
We are approaching my age. We're at your age.
Wow, we're here, yeah. You can almost legally, the stadium can almost legally drink with the score.
Casey Hare, chance to bat once again. Singled earlier in this inning. First pitch to him high, and that single actually was on the play of a grounder over to third, in which the third baseman looked over to second with 2 outs, and then came late to the throw to first, which allowed Hare to be safe. That could have ended this inning about 10 batters ago. So a miscue there. Obviously a number of miscues elsewhere. It's not just solely on that.
Ray, the first 4 innings of this ball game were an hour on the dot. The 5th and 6th are approaching an hour and a half.
Casey Hare, a 4-pitch walk, and that's a big reason why. Just putting guys on base by way of the walk.
It's been quite the 2-out rally.
It has. The second out was recorded with the 4th batter of this inning. Since that point, Steamers have sent 12 to the dish. This is 13, and manager Bill Hauser out there, and we will have another pitching change. Alan Brown is the batter due up when we come back. 20-0 now. The Steamers leading the Twins. We'll be back from historic Hicksfield on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. It's Christmas in July night at the ballpark, and the Edenton fans must have been very good this year. They've been treated to 20 runs, and we are still in the bottom of the 6th inning, 20-0. Nate Stokeham, left-hander, now on to pitch against this Steamers team. Alan Brown coming to the dish. Casey Hare standing over there at first base. First pitch to Brown in there for a strike, 0-1.
We had no Cole for Steamers fans this year, except if that Cole is Hunter Cole, because then plenty of that.
Yeah, they enjoy that Cole. Cole Bates, too. A couple of good Coles here. 1-1 to number 1-1.
C-O-A-L. Not much.
Not much.
But now we got another familiar Stokeham on the mound, except he just pitches in a different uniform and from the left side.
1-1 to Brown. Fouls this one. Hits the pole. That's twice in 2 nights.
Ring the bell.
That pole has been hit on a foul ball. Little anecdotal stuff that's very inconsequential, but I'm entertaining myself at least. 1-2 to Brown. Stokeham's pitch. Upstairs, 2-2.
Surprised that was not called for strike 3 the way this inning's been going.
The 2-2. One flown in the air. Right field. Down the line. And that one will not be caught. It's rolling away. And Hare into third base. Brown into second. And an error out in right field continues this inning. This is the 18th batter of the inning for the Steamers. Jacob Mustaine now up for the second time. They've gone top to bottom now twice in this inning.
Yeah, this is just tough to watch. That's all I got to say about that.
First pitch to Mustaine in there for a strike. 0-1. Mustaine was hit by a pitch his last time up. One to Mustaine. Sokum's pitch taken down the right field line. That one is foul.
Well,
1-2.
Another two-strike count here, but two strike counts have either led to hit by pitches or hits this inning. And Mustang looking to add to that.
Bender missing 2-2.
And I'm in pure disbelief that the umpire did not call that one strike three. I'm in pure disbelief. That looked pretty good, and with the situation.
2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Mustaine swings, misses, he is struck out. The 18th batter of the inning goes down swinging. The Steamers put 13 on the board in the 6th inning. Brantley Cutler gets his first home run as a Steamer, a 3-run shot. A lot happened. We head to the 7th with the Clams up big on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Cole Bates, right-hander, committed to UNC Asheville. On the mound now for the Steamers. As we begin this 7th inning, his first pitch is pop foul, 0-1. Burton Hahn, the left fielder, has struck out a pair of times, is up to bat. The 0-1 from Bates in there for a strike. 0-2. Just a big run for the Steamers in the last 2 innings.
Yeah, 16 runs in 1 inning.
The 0-2 from Bates. Bouncing low. Not getting Hahn to offer at it. And longtime fans of the Steamers, or at least fans of the Steamers from a year ago, were more accustomed to the crooked scores, especially the big-time scores. This is the first time in which the Steamers have hit the 20-run threshold since July 31st of 2020, when they scored 22 against the Greenbrier Knights in a 22-12 victory that wrapped up the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, this one feels like a long, kind of weird game, but imagine the other opposing team scoring 12 as well. Last year the fans got accustomed to it a little bit. This year, not so much.
Full count now to Hahn. And ball 4. Bates walks the leadoff man. In their last 5 games, the Steamers had scored 20 runs. That's combined. So they're matching that tonight.
Yeah, and that's not to say that the Steamers have been not the offensive team that they were last year. Then again, I mean, you did have Houston Wright last year and Al Alonso and Josiah Seitler, so I'd say they were a better offensive team last year. However, the level of competition this year is much stronger. You played a little more not Peninsula, but more CPL teams, Coastal Plains League teams, and so that's why you don't see these crazy numbers like you did last year.
Bates' first pitch is low. You also have seen the league get much better.
That's what I'm saying. Level of competition in the league is much better. Tarboro was not in the same league as the Steamers last year, and now adding them adds a nice punch.
Knights have certainly improved over a year ago.
Yeah, 100%. Trent Hanchy was a part of that Greenbrier team last year, and he's seen a lot of individual improvement as well, and he's brought that to the Knights. And the Fungo are no joke out west.
No, they are not. 1-1. No, 2-1. I know this is only the second time in the first full game in which Steamers fans are being introduced to this Twins team, but this Twins team's had a solid season. They've done some really good things. It's brutal right now with the way the score looks for them, but they have had themselves a good season.
And Cole
3-1 now.
Cole Bates got to find the zone here, just try and put it in play. Steamer fans have seen enough walks, even if it's on a positive note. I gotta shout out the Steamer faithful. Plenty of fans still in attendance here, cheering on the Clams.
3-1, foul back, 3-2. Alex Impasamato, the catcher who has walked and grounded out. Bates full count pitch. Fouled back. Do the full count offering one more time. Bates 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4, a pair of walks. Start this 7th inning. Cole Kumpf, the shortstop, who has walked and singled, now getting a chance to bat.
I gotta say, Brett Folk, a trooper, still wearing the Santa hat. over there in the dugout. That's the Christmas spirit.
I think he's trying to make up to Santa for being naughty on a couple of occasions to umpires.
That was a good one. That's got to be the best joke of the year. That is very true. He's been, well, we'll see him here rocking the Santa hat.
Go out and talk to Bates. Bates coming in to this game. This is his 11th appearance, 18 2/3, a 2-1 record, a 2.41 ERA. Struck out 33 in that 18 2/3. Folk will go out there and talk to him. We have done this before, but it's always worth going through what exactly we're looking for at the end of this season as we move into the chase, the absolute sprint at the end of this season towards the postseason. In the West, the Fungo have locked it up. They're the one team. This Twins team is second. Carolina Pirates third. So their bracket is set. What has not been set is the River Bandits and Steamers and their portion of the division. While it is not technically clinched that the Knights will be the third team in the division, it would take a lot of winning and a lot of Steamers losing over the next couple of days. Bates 1-0, upstairs 2-0. The next 5 games will decide what happens in the East. The Steamers standing 2.5 back. We're going to have to be pretty close to perfect to pull it off. And we'll get to the Premier Collegiate League schedule in a second here. It's 2-1. Starts with tomorrow night, the Greenbrier Knights coming to town, and the Steamers have had great success in the standalone games with that team.
Yeah, 100% undefeated. That's pretty good. It's just been the doubleheaders that have been the kryptonite for the Clams with the Greenbrier Knights. So if they can get over that hump, they should be good to can really contest the Tarboro River Bandits for that top spot.
If they're able to win tomorrow night against the Knights, it sets up a just wild weekend of events in the division. You have a Saturday night here at historic Hicks Field, River Bandits and Steamers at 7 o'clock. And again, if the Steamers were to win tomorrow night, they'd be just 2 back. They'd be able to pull themselves 1 back, with the River Bandits then going into a Sunday called third strike there, first out of the inning.
Good comeback there by Bates.
That Sunday will bring a doubleheader between the Knights and River Bandits, while the Steamers have off. So River Bandits and Steamers go at it Saturday night, Sunday night doubleheader. And then Monday at Tarboro, it's the Steamers and River Bandits. And within that span of 3 days, line drive to right field, and the green light to go home, not there. He takes a wide turn and headed back. Bases loaded now with just 1 out. Those 3 days are going to put into perspective and really tell you what those last 2 games against the Knights mean.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're a Steamer fan, you are a Greenbrier Knight fan as well on Sundays. You're hoping they can kind of crack into that lead that the River Bandits have. If they can pick up 1 or 2, that would be huge for the Steamers heading into when it comes to standings.
Swing and miss there, 0-1. Yes, it would be nice. Knights could get 1. Both would be incredible turn for the Clams. 1 in there, 0-2. And then the Knights on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, and then that Thursday is an off day. And then the second place finishers in the division will play the third place finishers in the division that Friday to get the postseason all started. Fighting for that extra off day. Fighting for that off Friday night.
Well, when the beach is involved, when it comes to going there on an off day, extra motivation.
Yes.
If there wasn't enough already.
1-2. Gonna peel down 2-2. And then the bracket, as we've explained, and we can go into the explanation of that. That bracket, the second and third seeds playing in that first game. The winners of that game playing the number 1 team in the division. And then the losers of the first 2 games in the bracket will play each other in the third game. And then the winner of the second game and the third game will meet and play until someone has 2 losses, and that will be your representative out of the Eastern Division.
Ray, you're phenomenal at explaining things. I got to give you credit.
I've been just explaining this in my head, just in front of the mirror, for weeks now. If it still doesn't make sense, I apologize. Meet me at Historic Hicksfield. I'm here usually early during the day. I'll be able to explain it to you if you don't get it. The 3-2, fouled back.
Steamer fans, if you wonder why Ray can't sleep at night, it's because there's just a nice bulletin board in his room with just any possible Premier Collegiate League scenario of any sort.
It really is. 3-2. This one sent to left center field. That'll bring home at least 1. That one gets its way to the wall. Might end up clearing the bases. No, they'll put the stop sign on. A 2-run double has made it 20-2 now. The Twins put a pair of runs on the board.
Yeah, good swing.
Montgomery limping a little bit out there at second base now.
Yeah, it's just a weird night. But the Twins are not going down, at least without a fight.
Corbin Lenowitz coming up to bat. So far, 3 for 3. Most recently a triple in the 6th. Bates' first pitch, foul tip into the glove, 0-1. One driven to left center. Bisharat going back, making the grab. Runner tags, and it is now 20-3.
Nice play by Bisharat. A lot of barrels for the Twins right now off Bates. But there are 2 down.
Xander Hamilton, 0 for 2 with a walk. Getting a chance to bat. First pitch missing, 1-0. Give you a reminder of that All-Star game happening at Tarboro on Friday. The Home Run Derby happening at 5:30. First pitch, 7:30 in that one. The Steamers that you will see in that game: Hunter Cole, Casey Hare, Case Kermode, Daniel Willey. Jared Davis will not participate, has been named an All-Star again. He has a start over the weekend, so that's not happening. The 1-1 cut on a miss, 1 and 2. Blake Gibson, Joe Haney, Josh Bernetti, Chase Bruno, and Cole Bates. So Cole Bates, pitcher on the mound right in there, will be getting a chance to pitch in the All-Star game. The guys you're looking for in the Home Run Derby: Case Kermode, Josh Bernetti from the Steamers. Part of an 8-player bracket. Check swing, nothing doing. 2-2. Xander Hamilton will be taking on Josh Bernetti in the first round of that bracket. So you're getting a preview at a guy in that Home Run Derby right now. Runner goes on the 2-2 foul ball, and he'll head back to second base.
Bernetti getting a chance to scout out his competition a little bit.
Xander Hamilton also will be the starting pitcher for the West Division in the All-Star game. You're going to get him on the check swing. He is struck out. And that will do it for the ball game. As after you go through 7 innings, you can call it a ball game, and that's what will happen here tonight. A 20-3 victory for the Steamers. They are now 18-14. They're now 4-0 against the Premier Collegiate League Western Division on the season. That wraps up that portion of their schedule. All that remains are 5 divisional matchups coming down the chute in the next week. Adam, tell us about what we saw here tonight.
We saw a lot of hit by pitches, a lot of walks. But I'm going to talk about the good things I saw tonight. Hunter Cole, grand slam, and Chase Bruno, 3-hit night. So you got to find the good things that happen in that sense. And the Clams are rolling offensively.
As the Clams need to get back game offensively after last night against the Sharks. They get 20 runs in this one. A 20-3 victory. Adam mentioned a Hunter Cole grand slam. Brantley Cutler added his first home run as a Steamer, a 3-run shot. Other notable performances, Chase Bruno, the 3-hit night. Aaron Copeland with a 2 RBI double, also got walked a pair of times. Just going up and down this lineup. Casey Hare getting himself on base 3 times. Cutler on base 3 times. Allen Brown on base 3 times, driving in some runs. Good night for those who like offense here at Historic Kicks Field. Tomorrow night, it's a big one. The Greenbrier Knights coming to town. The Steamers need to gain ground in the Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division. We'll have it for you at 7 o'clock here at Historic Hicks Field. Adam, going into that game, where is your mindset at for this team as the home stretch comes along?
Just stay present. Can't control what you can't control. And so you just got to focus on the task at hand and having good at-bats, and Steamers should be good.
Last game before the All-Star game. The All-Star game again Friday night at Tarboro, 5:30. The Home Run Derby, 7:30. The All-Star game, and then Tarboro River Bands come to town on Saturday. We'll get you all that, and we'll cover that all for you. For now, a 20-3 victory for the Clams. For Adam Fine, I'm Ray Dunn.